All right, so I went to Swift 2 months ago, Waco, Georgia. Um, it was pretty terrible. They were understaffed, and so you go to permit class. Well, not permit class. You do a classroom for a week. Then after the classroom, you get on the range and you learn your maneuvers for 1 week. You do straight line back for 2 days, and then if you can't pass, they kick you out. But if you pass straight line back, then you do the rest of the maneuvers for a whole week. You do offset, which is changing lanes. Then you do the alley dock, and then you do parallel parking, blind side and sight side. And then after that week passes, then they grade you on all your maneuvers. You have to do parallel parking in 10 minutes. Offset, you have to do both sides, 15 minutes, and then you have to do alley docking in 10 minutes. And then you get a total of 13 points. And sometimes, if you fail, they give you like a second try. Because I got a second try on my alley dock. They only have one range instructor when I went there. His name was Travis. And the classroom instructor was Miss Rowe. And they had two guys going out on the road, showing people how to drive. They drive standard stick shift. They're a 10-speed. And then you have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, around that time, to get to the school. You have to be in the classroom by 7 o'clock. You have to be there every day. If you're not, they kick you out. You come back the next week the same day. And you can get away with drinking and all that stuff as long as you keep it in your room. And they don't really have a lot of patience for people, so because they have so many people coming in every week. So if you can't learn to drive a stick shift tractor trailer in 2 days, then that's pretty much it for you. It's a wrap. And can't really think of nothing else. It's very stressful. You're pretty much learning the maneuvers all on your own, because that's the way I did it, because they only have one range instructor when I was there. So they're pretty much they show you how to do it, like what to look for, and then you kind of just figure it out on your own. But most people fail instead of pass. But to each his own. And then for your DDS test, you have to do all the maneuvers, and you have to do pre-trip first. You do your pre-trip for an hour every day, then you do your maneuvers all day long, and then you have these long waiting lines. So it's pretty stressful, especially when you gotta learn under a week. I see more people pass than actually. I see more people go than actually pass, and there's not much to it other than that. They take you out on to this gas station and you do like a tug test. So you roll back, or you let it roll back, and then you stop yourself, and then they take you out to this driver's parking lot, and then you just go through all the gears in the parking lot, which is pretty dangerous, but especially like you're just figuring out how to drive, and then on top of that you have all the gears to go through, and then you have to watch out for your trailer. It's really frustrating, and then they just yell at you. Like the lady I had, Miss Rose, she wasn't really teaching me. She was just yelling at me all the time, giving me a attitude, and they're really not professional at all. It's really ghetto. They make millions of dollars, and they got this small little building you go to is really cramped. Like when I was going there, they had like at least 12 people coming in every week. But it's just really bad. I would say go to a different company, because Swift, they Swift is the only company that has the less amount of training. But that's pretty much it. I think I said everything. Oh yeah, and if you get kicked out or you fail or whatever, you don't have to pay back the money. But if you pass, you have to pay back the money. And cause I checked my credit report, cause I got kicked out or whatever, I didn't have to pay back any money. And now I'm with CR England, and I passed and got my CDL with them, and they're way more easier. They have automatics, and the training is somewhat better. And you don't have to do all the maneuvers. You have to do parallel or alley dock for your DDS test. And for their DDS test, they're using their own employees instead of people from the actual DDS, so they're more softer on you. I would go with any other company but Swift.